Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the most versatile actors in Hollywood history, who has consistently delivered compelling performances in every film he's appeared in. The movies that define Leonardo DiCaprio's career aren't all in the same genre, and none are the same. He's proven over the years that his range makes him believable in nearly any role. The fact that among Leonardo DiCaprio's first 10 feature films are movies directed by Sam Raimi, Baz Luhrmann, and James Cameron demonstrates that he's always worked with some of the greatest filmmakers in the industry. His repertoire has grown more impressive over the years, with roles in movies directed by Quentin Tarantino, Martin Scorsese, Steven Spielberg, and Alejandro González Iñárritu. His latest movie, One Battle After Another, marks Leonardo DiCaprio's long-awaited collaboration with another legendary filmmaker, Paul Thomas Anderson. The critically acclaimed film is going to be a major awards contender this season, but it also continues a surprising trend for lead actor Leonardo DiCaprio, whose roles in the past 10 years are peculiarly linked by a unique narrative trait. Every post-Oscar Leonardo DiCaprio character has been ineffectual Warner Brothers courtesy Everett collection. The first thing you notice after the time jump in One Battle After Another is how intoxicated and hungover Bob, Leonardo DiCaprio, is. It soon becomes clear that he's lost his marbles, and he can barely keep up with the world through his constant drinking and smoking. A self-described drug and alcohol lover, he doesn't really help his kidnapped daughter. By the time Bob finally catches up to his daughter, she's been through a traumatizing set of experiences and has also taken care of the last threat to her survival. Bob spends most of the film being a comic relief character who, despite his undying affection for his daughter and willingness to go the distance, doesn't affect the film's outcome. Similarly, you realize quickly that Ernest Burkholdt in Killers of the Flower Moon isn't smart or competent. He's a bumbling fool who creates more problems than he solves. The ease with which he's manipulated and framed for crimes makes him essential to the film, but not due to Ernest's own actions. The plot happens to him while he idles around. Dr. Randall Mindy from Don't Look Up may be a brilliant scientist who has successfully predicted a life-threatening comet's trajectory, but for all his earnest pleading, he can't even convince a handful of people in power that they need to take the news seriously. Without the involvement of Dr. Randall, the film would still have had the exact same ending. Rick Dalton in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a washed-up actor who reminisces about the good old days while struggling to find meaningful roles in Hollywood. He's a fantastic actor, but his reclusive lifestyle keeps him removed from reality. He doesn't realize his neighbors are being murdered, and his only contribution is burning his assailant with a flamethrower. DiCaprio's characters are no longer as charismatic. Leonardo DiCaprio's highest-grossing movies mostly feature charming characters. They may be deeply flawed or even criminals, like in The Wolf of Wall Street, but they always turn heads. They're the most well-dressed, often the most eloquent, and always the most commanding characters in a room. This was even true of villainous characters, like the despicable John Candy in Django Unchained. While his character in The Revenant may not be his most charismatic, he still has a very fierce and commanding screen presence in the film. Now, his roles in the last 10 years show a deviation, as his recent characters are often the butt of the joke. These characters wouldn't test your conscience like his rendition of Jordan Belfort might. This is the most consistent trend in DiCaprio's varied filmography. Leonardo DiCaprio's resume as an actor demonstrates how often he shakes things up. His biggest roles may imply he plays either a romantic hero or a charming criminal, but movies like The Departed, J. Edgar, Shutter Island, and Revolutionary Road aren't as easy to categorize. The order of his roles also proves that he's never settled into a specific type. Leonardo DiCaprio's highest-rated movies on Rotten Tomatoes are all showcases of his talent as an actor, disappearing into a variety of roles. So, this trend of him playing a bumbling character no one takes seriously, and who barely affects the plot, is surprising both in nature and consistency. We will have to see if his next role is different. Leonardo DiCaprio is still a dependable lead actor. He may be playing a character who's an ineffectual, uncharismatic joke, but DiCaprio himself is still proving his worth as an actor with every film. Leonardo DiCaprio's career may be slowing down, having starred in just 4 films in 10 years, but he still delivers the most compelling performance in his movies. You laugh at the character, but with DiCaprio. Without his craftsmanship, these characters wouldn't be good protagonists. The gag of Bob struggling to remember a password in One Battle After Another is stretched ridiculously long, but it doesn't overstay its welcome because DiCaprio makes you laugh through it all. He still brings filmgoers to theaters, who enjoy watching him prove he's one of the greatest of all time.